Hello, and welcome to another episode of Empyrion Galactic Survival Weekly Roundup. Before we get started, I just want to say hello and thank you to the new subscribers and those coming back. As always, if you haven't subscribed, please do so and give a thumbs up and be respectful with any feedback. So this week I've been busy, but not as busy building as I have been in previous weeks. Obviously real life stuff to deal with. So first of all, I mentioned last week the milestones for 2022 set out by the devs. Since then, on the official forum, they've released some pencil release dates. So the pencil date for the 1.8 release is the 1st of July. The 1.8.5 release is Monday the 10th of October, and the 1.9 release is Thursday, December the 1st. Also, I'll include a link in the description. I was also messaged by the creator of the scenario called The Long Journey. It's basically a single player or co-op, as in 1 to 8 player scenario, and it's basically set out on how you save humanity by going on a long journey. There's two different starts, one as an officer in Earth orbit and one as a survivor. I will have a better look at this scenario and try it out over the coming weeks and hopefully record some gameplay as well. So we'll see how that pans out. But as I say, I'll include a link in the description. That being said, so obviously you saw this last week. This is the new Wastelander settlement, Last Hope. I've progressed a bit more with the settlement side of this settlement, and I've been working on the recreational side. So now I've got a landing pad in here. Will be like a casino. Then we'll have another bar. I still need to adjust that LCD. Oh yeah, here for residential, I'm gonna make like a house, but in a thruster style, because obviously the Wastelanders like to reuse as much as they can. And then I also need to basically do some more work in here, add some more recreational stuff, and then maybe another housing. There's a few more traders still to add, and some more LCDs. So that's coming on. The next thing is the SAS Reaper. Now, the vanilla version is on the workshop. It's been on there for a while. If you haven't seen it, I'd recommend going and having a look. It's basically the original faction ship, flagship for the faction. It was obviously superseded by Spange's Leviathan. So the vanilla version is a level 25, size 8, tier 4 CPU. There's a bit of room there. Obviously, everything's included in the description. But what I'm showing you today is actually my very first attempt at converting a build to Reforged Eden. So I've basically been given some pointers. I've still got a little bit of work to do, and then this will be released on the workshop. So this is now currently within CPU limit. That's without auxiliary cores or quantums. What I've done is I've downgraded the hull from hardened steel to steel to reduce the weight. I've removed some of the weapons, and in their places I've put the cross markers so you can add them or swap out whatever's there for your own if you don't like the loadout. The flax, they're underneath. I swapped for Sentinel flax because I was told that they work in space and in orbit, on the planet. whereas apparently the normal flaks only work in space. I've removed the 2 XL thrusters at the back, so it doesn't move as fast as it did, but I've basically just blocked off that area. So if you remove those blocks either side, then you can slot in another large thruster straight in. These are for the small sentry guns, either side of the rear hangar. Then inside, I took out the repair bay, which would be there and there. I've put an LCD in just to say. Here, obviously, I've mentioned about the markings on the outside for the upgrade positions for the weapons and the XL thrusters. So feel free, obviously, to remove these LCDs. They're just, with regards to upgrades, I managed to keep all 4 constructors and the full medical. In here, I downgraded the large generators. Hang on, are they large? No. The advanced generators, downgraded them to large, but the space is still there to upgrade if you need to. And through here, I removed the farm, but you can remove those and obviously put in a farm. All the grow lights are on a control switch, same as on the vanilla. Go up. So offline protection, if you need it. If you don't, there's space for it there. That's where it is on the vanilla as well. Shield and warp, I haven't ordered those. In here, I've added in the extra advanced CPU extender, and I've also marked out some possible locations for quantums if you do need them. Other than that, I managed to keep the teleporter. There's no human crew, but you can add them, swap them out, and that will reduce the CPU usage even further. And obviously it's the same with anything you get from the workshop. You'll probably, if you like the ship, you'll obviously probably make some changes and tweaks. There's a lot of upgrade potential there. I wouldn't call it an end game ship, but obviously packs a punch in vanilla. So as I say, that'll be on the workshop soon. I'll make it clear that it is Reforged Eden and not the vanilla. So that's everything for today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.